Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Elevating Your Life. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I am so happy to share with you today my amazing guest. We have Cheryl Batavia. She always dreamed of publishing a book of poems. She spent her childhood in a series of small towns in Pennsylvania and Virginia during the 50s and 60s. Her younger brother and sister and her shared many adventures, finding something interesting to do. She tells us that her life has been rich in experiences. She grew up exploring the Pennsylvania farm country, the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, Washington, D.C., Miami Beach, and the Gulf Coast of Florida, and some other places she called home. She's the mother of three grown up children, two of them adopted from Russia. Her poem, Childhood in Small Towns, is the prequel to the book Life in Inspiring Places, and it shares some of her early experiences. Cheryl worked at many jobs before completing a teaching degree at 40, a school teacher for 20 years, now retired. Bless your heart. She is enjoying doing things she always wanted to do but never had time for. So it is just a great pleasure to have you on the show, Cheryl. Welcome.
Thank you. And thank you for having me. I'm delighted
Oh,
to
I'm
be here.
excited. And you have written so many uh, poetry books, and they're so beautiful, your collections. So let me start out and ask you what inspired you to write and publish your poetry collections? What intrigued you to do that?
Well, when I was 8 years old, I published my first poem in a church newsletter. And from then on, that was my goal in life. But, life gets in the way. So when I retired, I started writing poems and publishing books.
I love it. I love
I've been
it.
retired since um, I've been retired since 2011.
Nice. Nice. So kind of what are the themes of your poems and how would you say your collections are different than others?
Well, 6 out of my 7 books are coffee table style books, and they have beautiful color photographs. The first book that I wrote does not have photos, but they all share one thing in common, um, themes of environmentalism and the environment will flow through all of my work. And in my other books, I have the themes of their chapters, and they each have a different theme. And the 3 books in the trilogy, Life in Inspiring Places, Earthly Days, and Life on the Blue Planet, have chapter themes of perspectives and family, love, nostalgia, and of course, Mother Nature. They all have those types of chapters.
I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about the blue planet. What do you mean by the blue planet?
Well, that's another name for Earth, of course. Since we've seen Earth from space now, that's a name that Earth has acquired.
Love it. Love it. Yes. And so in that, your poems are a lot about nature. Give us an example of some of the things we could find in that book.
Well, you would see poems celebrating the beauty of nature. You would see poems that talk about conservation and wildlife preservation, all of those types of themes.
Wonderful, wonderful themes. And what a great reminder to appreciate and love our planet and the nature and the animals. I love that.
I think I discovered what your program and my books have in common. I think nature is a very healing force. And I think it's something that can make you very happy spending time in nature and having a connection to nature.
Oh, that is so true. What a powerful statement that is, Cheryl. So, so true. Oh, and and it is something that can just be simple and free and something we can do, at any time. Nature is a beautiful blessing. Wow. And I love the theme you wrote about hanging out with wild animals. And you have book one, two, three, I believe.
Yes.
Tell us about those.
Well, this is one of the books. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is the second book. Um, I wrote those books because I wanted to do something to honor the students I've had over the years. And I thought, well, they all loved animals. And there's a story about that. The only book ever stolen from my classroom library was a guidebook to Florida animals.
Wow.
I know they needed a little lesson in ethics, but I think that does demonstrate that that was a value for them.
Yes. So, did you have the opportunity to share what was in your books with your students?
I did send some copies to the school library, to the school where I taught last. So
Yeah. So, the majority of the books were written after you retired as a teacher.
all of them, yes.
I love it. I love it. And to be able to then send those books to the school, oh, I can imagine how that felt. So, with the wild animals, give us an example of, perhaps a particular animal that you talked
Oh,
about and wrote about.
they're all Florida animals, but Florida is a state that has had many invasive species that have joined us. And I guess that goes back thousands of years. And we still have alien species causing us problems. One of those is iguanas. And we also have a lot of other animals that are shared by other states, but I've restricted the animals in my books to ones that I've actually had encounters with in Florida. So
I love it.
I would like to read Iguana's Garden, and it's a true story about my class and another class. We went together and did a project. And this is a true story about what actually happened to our project.
I can't wait.
Iguana's Garden. High in the tree, Iguana was watching students place a fish in every hill of corn, as Native Americans once did. High in the tree, Iguana watched them plant pumpkin seeds and beans in the Three Sisters Garden. High in the tree, Iguana watched the corn growing tall, beans climbing the corn stalks, and pumpkin vines carpeting the ground. Iguana watched the garden grow. One morning, students came to school, and every green leaf of the pumpkin vines was gone from the Three Sisters Garden. High in the tree, Iguana burped and smiled. And this is the picture. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Oh, what a cute story. Ah, it must have been really fun for you to create these stories and write these poems. How did it make you feel to do that?
Oh, well, there was a bit of nostalgia because there are a lot of true stories like the one I just shared. And when I would meet new animals, of course, I would learn more about them or get very excited. When we lived at our last house, we had a family of armadillos that raised a family under our shed. They dug a hole under the shed. And we used to put the watermelon rinds out in the yard because if you put them in the garbage, they leaked water. And so we put them in the sun to dry out. Well, one day we noticed that the watermelon rinds had been chewed out. They were, and so we figured that it was the armadillos, and we used to take the watermelon rinds out in the yard, and the armadillo would drag it into the den. And
Love
ever
it.
since then, I've used watermelon rinds out in the yard because we have armadillos here too, and other animals like them also. But anyway, it's fun watching animals. I feed the birds and enjoy watching them. We have a wide variety of birds.
Yeah, yeah, I love feeding the birds as well.
That's interesting.
Oh, so what triggered you and what is the central theme for life on Earth?
Well, Life on Earth is one of the trilogy, and along with Life in Inspiring Places, and then the most recent one that just came out, Life on the Blue Planet. Um, I can read a poem to you from Life on Earth.
Wonderful.
Um, this is from the book Earthly Days, which is the second book. And this is from the chapter titled Love, and it's dedicated to Robert. It's called A Desert Rose. Our little world envelops us in love, transcending chaos that surrounds us now. Safe haven from Earth's dark duplicity, a green oasis, peace in desert heat. Affection in your eyes, my hand in yours, a gentle word, a loving touch, encouragement along Earth's path's uncertainties. Your inner strength sustains my fainting heart. When threats of war surround on every side, vile pestilence, pollution, and unrest, ambition fades, possessions matter less, but love endures, a desert rose. That
Beautiful.
that poem was written around the time of the COVID epidemic, and Robert and I both had long COVID with heart issues and a lot of other. Periodically, we would have new symptoms, and it was a very hard time in this country for everyone. So that's where that poem came from.
Beautiful, beautiful. And so, would you do you write a poem and then basically you get an idea for the next poem, or do you kind of have the whole series kind of set out in the beginning?
I have a blog, and I write poems on my blog, and then when I have enough poems that I think I can put a book together, I do that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Tell the audience how they can connect with you and see your blog.
It's my name. No, it's gulfcoastpoet.com is the blog. It's a website and a blog.
Nice. Gulf Coast poet. Yes. And I bet you have a lot of fun with that. Oh my gosh.
I really enjoy it. I've met some of the nicest people from all over the world, and they're really, really nice. I understand social media can be kind of brutal, but that site is not WordPress, it's WordPress.
It's been really nice for you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. So do you have a goal for your readers, people that, you know, pick up your book and read your poems? Do you have a particular goal of what you'd like them to gain from that experience?
Well, first of all, I hope that they will enjoy the pictures and they will enjoy the poems. And I think that they will see themselves and reflect on their own experiences in what I've written. You know, human beings have a lot in common with each other, more than we have differences. We have things in common.
I love it, and that is so true. I love it. Um, so tell us about poems. Have you written poems about love and relationships or anything along that line?
Yes, that was my first book, Wonders,
Wonder.
Poems of Love and Relationships. And it is a tribute to all the men that have been in my life. The first chapter is an introductory chapter called Youthful Adventures, and it's kind of generic and it's about different people. But the rest of the book, each person I'm writing about has their own chapter. And the first poem in each chapter is a limerick. Most of them are pretty silly. But I've written one about Robert. Would you like to hear it?
I would love to. I would love
Really,
to.
about a third of the book is about him. um,
Yay, Robert.
I'll first read you the limerick about him. The title of the chapter is Man of My Dreams, Missouri Boy. A Missouri boy who speaks with a drawl is witty and handsome and tall. He was quite underrated by women he dated. I think life with him is a ball. Yeah, he had a very bad experience with a lot of women, and I don't know. We get along well,
I
have a lot
love
in common. We both felt we would never be able to find someone that we had something in common with, but we did.
Yeah.
We went on plenty of fish when I was 65 and he was 66. And we've been together now for 12 years. This is sort of a comical poem about Robert. It's called Mr. Fix-It.
Oh, I love it.
He's very good at fixing things. Kill the ants, fix a leak underneath the kitchen sink, fill the tires, trim a tree, take out trash, doctor me. Glue the crystal vase that broke, tell another silly joke, cook the salmon, smile and wink, laugh and whisper, talk and think, play Scrabble, understand, buy me roses, hold my hand, play some music, take a drive, make me glad that I'm alive, hold me close when I cry, always love me when I die. While fixing everything in the place, you put a smile across my face. Remember always that I too like to do nice things for you.
Beautiful, beautiful. What would you say? I mean, just listening to you and learning about this, it makes me think, my gosh, how fun it would be to write a poem. I mean, I've written books, but I really never got into poetry. And how fun. I mean, it's different. So what would you say to those that, want to do more writing and that? What do you see as a difference from like basic writing to have it be a poem? What is the fun there? I mean, what would you say is the difference in those two things?
Well, there are a variety of established forms, and then there's free verse, and there are really no mistakes. You can use your own punctuation or none, and the grammar of regular writing does not apply to poems. You have a lot of license to express yourself, and I encourage everybody, if they're interested, to write. There was a lady on my my blog, really wonderful, very smart lady, and um, she was a physical fitness and life coach for years and years. And I remember she had never written poetry that I know of, and she wrote a couple of haikus that were sort of lame. And all of a sudden, she's a best-selling poet and writes beautiful poetry. She has wonderful insights. Now, I think she just writes free verse because she likes her freedom. But it's also fun to work with some of the forms. My poems in all of my books have different types of forms. You'll find haikus, you find free verse, and you'll even find some classic Shakespearean sonnets, and they take several days to write, but they're worth it.
I love it. I love it. And I can imagine that poetry just could be really a lot of fun to do.
I have a sonnet I would like to read you. It's from my latest book, Life on the Blue Planet. Do we have time for that?
Yes, yes.
It's called One Earth, and it's in the Mother Nature's chapter. Our and it's from Life on the Blue Planet. One Earth. Our Earth, one small blue planet, spins in space. By day, we turn toward one blazing star. By night, one moon reflects our star's bright face. One star among vast galaxies afar. One fragile atmosphere envelops Earth. One rocky mantle guards its molten core. One water fills the deep and gives clouds birth. One land, six continents defined by shores. Rainforest monkeys chatter in the trees. In beds of giant kelp, sea otters play. The lungs of Earth are places such as these, preserving habitats, our task today. All living things are one, fates intertwine. Earth's fortunes shape your destiny and mine.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, out of all these books and themes, is there one that was particularly a favorite that you really, really had the most fun with?
No, not really. I have favorite poems. I read you some today.
Mhm. So just kind of favorite and fun with every theme. I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. Well, with a few minutes left, what last message do you want to give everyone? And perhaps to someone thinking, oh, I, you know, I'm going to read these poems and I maybe even write some. Or what kind of message do you want to give others about your books and poetry itself?
I would tell them go for it.
Oh, love it.
I think that the last poem that I read, the last two lines of it are an important message for everyone. Um, all living things are one, fates intertwine. Earth's fortunes shape your destiny and mine.
I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Poetry really is something really unique and really actually amazing, isn't it?
Yes, all of my poems are part of my legacy that I want to leave. I think by sharing your experiences with others, it helps them reflect on their own experiences. And that's my goal. And if they want to write about it, like I said, go for it.
Oh, I love that. I love that to, help us reflect on our own experiences, to take, some moments and think about those experiences and then put some awesome words to that. I mean, just thinking about that is really exciting.
Life passes. And at my stage of life, we're thinking about legacy. And I think we develop empathy as we experience painful experiences ourselves. And so I hope to share that with other people. Um, I hope that they're mindful of their life as it passes and not just, let it pass by without noticing or remembering something important or doing something important if they can. And not that I've done anything important, although I've enjoyed my teaching career. Um, anyway, life passes.
Cheryl, thank you for just the gift that you are and all that you've shared with so many and being a teacher. Oh my gosh, you had an effect on so many lives. I am so grateful. Please tell us one more time your website.
Gulf Coast Poet.com,
Perfect.
as in the Gulf of Mexico.
I love it. Everyone, check it out and love, hugs, and blessings to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Cheryl, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you.
show. Love,
All.
hugs, and blessings.
And an experience.
Thank you.